everyone, it's Sarah from Colorful Creations. Welcome back to my channel. I post every Sunday and Thursday morning, just so you know. Today I'm working on an 18 by 24 canvas. 18 by 24 canvas, gallery wrapped. I have it sitting on a spinner. Nothing special with a spinner, just an 11-inch spinner I got from Amazon. It's kind of loud, but I will, when I spin it, I'll mute the sound so you don't have to listen to that. It's horrible. All right, so I'm gonna do a series of puddles all from the center and then wreck it with a fork. I've done a few by wrecking them with a fork, but this one, I've done a few wrecking them with a fork, but this one I'm gonna do, I have got an idea from Lori McKinnon from Pizazz Studios. Just the way she wrecked hers. She did hers with a bloom, but I'm gonna do mine with Puddle. And I'll link the actual video that I saw it from in the description if you want to check it out. It was really nice, actually. It turned out really nice. So let's just get started, and you'll see the fork part when we get to it. I'm using black, red, orange, and yellow. They're all by Mont Marte, and they're mixed how I normally mix them. There's a link to a video in my description of how I mix them. But it is, if you mix up in a big cup, like I usually mix in one of these red Solo cups. They hold 16 ounces, I believe. I use 4 ounces of glue, 4 ounces of Floetrol, 4 ounces of paint, 2 ounces of liquid X-Pour medium, and then a little bit of water to get it to the consistency that I want. It's pretty thick. There is a mound left in it if you drizzle it in. I'll just show you here what I have. I have some in a cup. So this is actually, it's pretty thick. You see there's definitely a mound there. If I was gonna do a Dutch pour, I would thin that out a lot more so it can blow with the hairdryer. But this is just going to, I'm gonna spin it. It doesn't have to go far. It's already gonna be quite spread out from just adding more and more paint on top of the last puddle. All right, so let's just do some puddles. I will show you the first couple and then I'll speed it up because it will be painfully boring to sit there and watch all that. So I mix my paint and I store them in these bottles that I got from Amazon. They're amazing. They hold 16 ounces, which is awesome when you mix up big batches of paint. And then I store them and I just give them a little shake before I start it. And another thing I like to do is to test them out first, just to make sure the top's not clogged, because you don't want to squeeze it and then paint comes flying out and just way more than you wanted, and then kind of messes up the painting that you're doing. And it's also a good way to test and make sure the top's clean and not gonna have other stuff coming out. That one seems a little bit thin, but I think it'll be okay for this, what I'm doing. All right, so those are all tested. Those are the colors I'm using. I'll move this out of the way and start pouring paint on the canvas. So I'm starting in the middle. That just looks about the middle here. And I want to try to keep this centered. So after each time I put paint in the middle, I'm going to do a quarter turn with it. And it's because when you squeeze the paint, it's going to be a little heavy to one side naturally, just the way your hand, just the way you do it, it happens. So if you turn it each time, it will be more even all over, and it's a lot easier to keep it centered. Otherwise, it ends up lopsided and it starts moving to one side, and that's, I mean, unless you want that look, but I kind of want to keep this centered for this. And I'm going to do a layer of black in between each color for this one. getting some little cells popping up here. The orange actually I had mixed up a while back. I'm just trying to get rid of some paint, leftover paint. I'm going on a trip really soon, and I don't really want it sitting there longer than it has to be because my trip is 2 weeks, so that's a while. But so my orange I mixed up before, and I had put a few drops of this Minwax stain. I don't know if you can see really good here. I had a few drops of that in it, so that's where I'm getting the cells. And this is actually, you can put some drops, add this to your flow trowel, and it'll make it more like the Australian flow trowel. From what I hear, I've never actually tried Australian flow trowel. I mean, I'm sure it would cost a fortune to ship it to Canada. But anyway, it does give you a little bit of cells, so that's the little bit of cells that are popping up here. I'm just gonna give you a little close-up look, because I'm not sure if that will stay once I spin it out. Well, I'm not sure, so you can see the little dots throughout. They're pretty. So that's what that's from. Okay, so now the fork part. So I've done a few videos, you may have seen them, where I just wreck it, kind of draw lines or do something. So this time I'm gonna, I haven't tried this, I just saw Lori do it. And I'm gonna spin this or turn it as I'm drawing with the fork. So I'm gonna kind of cover, like run my fork through the whole thing. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then I'll spin it out. I think I'll turn it this way. So yeah, so I mean, it's the same direction, but it's just gonna be more abstract, hopefully. I'm wondering if I should make some lines out the other way. No, I'm gonna stick with my original plan and just spin this. So I'm gonna move all this stuff out of the way and make that happen. I'm gonna torch this one more time. There's a lot of bubbles here now. And I'm thinking just a little bit more here. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. Let's spin this out. Just gonna add some paint to a few spots where it looks a little dry just to help it flow. I want it to go evenly, so as even as possible. All right. It's trippy. That looks like a galaxy, some type of black hole or something, I think. I like this, and I think I'm gonna leave it. I was originally gonna keep spinning until it's all covering the edges, but I really like this negative space here. And a big bubble here. Yes, I'm getting a lot more of those cells popping up, which makes it look more like stars in the background. Like this looks so galaxy-like. I mean, I think I could do the same thing and maybe some blues and they would be even really cool too. I think this is good. Now my edges, I need a little bit of help here. I'm just gonna fix these up with my finger here using some paint from the table. It's just some of the black spots are a little bit bare. The rest of it's awesome from spinning over the sides, but a little bit of thin spots here with the black. Awesome. So now I'm just gonna run the popsicle stick under the edge to get rid of the excess drips. I don't want them drying there, plus when you leave them there, they keep pulling paint off the top and you end up losing more. It could change it completely. Yes, I think this is the best way here. I'm gonna bring the camera down and give you a better look. I really like this. I'm getting a lot of glare here. I'm gonna try show you from over this angle maybe. Getting a little bit of a glare. I'll be able to show you better once this is dry and up on a wall, but goodness. Try to show you without this glare, but you see those cells through there, it really looks like stars. I think this would look really good done in, like I said, some blue, maybe purple, maybe like metallic green, possibly magenta, maybe for like a more of a galaxy look. But I really like this. It's kind of fiery galaxy. I'm not sure, like maybe a fire tunnel. All right, let's just sit this to dry and then I will show you when it's done. All right, let's have a look. This is dry. There's no resin or varnish on it yet, but it dried gorgeous. I can't wait to get some resin on this because it'll really bring it to life and really make it shiny. You can really see the cells peeking through like stars, and with the resin that will be, you'll really see them then. It's gonna look really, really good. I'm really liking this overall. All the colors are showing. Nothing got lost really. It's nice, cool little streaks of light. I'm not really sure what I would call it. Like I said, like maybe like a fiery galaxy type. I'm not sure. What do you think? What would you call it? And also let me know, like, do you like it or hate it? Or I'd like to try the same thing again in like metallic-y blues, purple, magenta, maybe like a metallic green as well. That might look really neat. What do you think? So this will be on my website if you want to check that out. I'll have the link in the description box for you. But thanks for watching. I'm actually heading out for my flight, for my trip now. So I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.